What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae, the first, the day portion of Mugen Eclipse.
And it's me, Mr. Twitchy, the night portion of Mugen Eclipse. We are back with the Core 1 finale for Season 1 of Undead Unluck today, that being Episode 12.
I just wanted to say, before we even get into the recap for last episode, we got a lot of content coming out, dropping between now and January. A lot of content. And the award show. We have been mentioning that a lot in videos as well. And we will be putting more community posts too to get you guys, or to keep you guys updated and whatnot. So it's a lot of content, so stay tuned for that. It's our Christmas gift, even though it's a lot of gifts in that in itself. It's a lot of videos, so stay tuned for that.
So we are on a boat in Rio de Janeiro, and unfortunately it is because there is a black market auction for negators slash umas slash what's the other one? Artifacts,
yeah.
So for those three things, but this time they actually are auctioning off a person, that being a negator, and we have Unrepair and his crew pull up over the side of the boat, the rest of his crew that did not show up on his arm. She's a baddie, I'll just give her that. Undead and Unluck, our two main character, boy and girl. They are actually here for the Union side to infiltrate said auction and either stop Unrepair, take the negator, or do both. So, without any further delay, let's get into episode 12 of season 1 of Undead Unluck, right about now. Whoa! Oh!
Damn!
Ah!
Damn! Okay. Damn. He got that boy bruised up quick.
Ow!
You know, anime character dodging bullets one on one.
I guess!
Oh my god. Whoa.
She's getting really adept at throwing his head. Pause.
She basically just threw a grenade.
What?
Huh?
You show your forehead to someone and it stops them? Hey!
Hey, they were production once again with the sound design. The fact that they're making it sound like from us, like if you're walking past somebody and you hear that their music is really loud, you can't like really hear it, but you can hear it. Oh, yeah.
And no one understands him now?
Yep. Like, what's Blood yapping about? What's going on with you?
I love, like, this is what someone speaking English would sound like with kind of like a traditional Japanese accent. Ooh, funky soundtrack.
You're speaking it right now. Stop lying.
Damn, a Gatlin!
Oh, yep. Bro, characters like him always got some shit like that. I swear.
Savage. That confirms it! So who had Undead before Andy, if anyone?
Or is it more complex than just freezing shit? Is it like you roll the dice and there's something different happen? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Cause that dice, man, it's getting me. His mom had it too. They put emphasis on it.
Oh!
Damn.
Not really! Oh my god, look at the size of those rounds! Andy's combat analysis abilities are unmatched.
I wonder if that has anything to do with Victor. Like,
he
somewhat.
Is so fast! Oh fuck, and he's Unrepair. It's kind of funny, in like back-to-back arcs, we had Spoil and also Unrepair. They're like both testing the abilities of his regenerative powers in different ways. Hit the button!
Parts bullet head.
Bagoom!
Hey. Well, this kind of remind me of Fire Force when they was trying to get that boy. What was the boy name?
The
one that was getting fucking tortured
Top, yeah.
by Rekka. Fire!
What?
I seen the jiggles. I mean, huh?
Well, if you can transfer the ability, is there a limit to how many abilities a single person can have? Like the last person on Earth, it could have initially been Victor, got all of the abilities.
Mm.
Oh, so he does know about that plot.
Well, you won't be the 11th member, so you will be a part of that. What in the damn?
What an interesting...
Right?
I don't understand her power at all.
No. I think it's some... I honestly think it's some fortune shit. Really?
Oh, God! It went through his arm!
Wow. Okay.
Fuko? Nope. Yep. That's what she would do. Ooh. Ow! And that's not gonna heal!
Yes. Damn.
No. He's thinking about taking the card out.
Yep.
That's bleeding.
I hate seeing things like that when the blood just start pouring.
Through the clothes.
Yeah, I hate that.
It's funny. If you split Unrepair in two... Or excuse me, if you split Stain from My Hero in two, you would get Unrepair in this non-movement
literally. Yeah.
Isha! Okay, so it's his mom's bracelet.
They showed it briefly at the table.
Is he keeping her alive with his ability? Stopping her heart from dying? I think it's got to be some time thing. Nice! Unmove! Okay.
Unmove, okay. You know, that's kind of...
Jesus.
So we already learned who Move was. We got Move, so this Unmove. Nice. I know, I just thought that was kind of cool. The fact that we met Move first. And it makes sense, like rolling the dice, Move, you know, yeah. I like that.
This episode felt like 5 minutes long. It's about to end.
There we go. One thing I will say, I do love the fact that, like, a lot of these abilities, you could tell everybody's going to have a moment to do something in this series. Like, that power right there, for a moment like that, like, if we can get this kid on one of the squads in the Union, it'd be a huge help.
Well, and especially with how well that the Union worked together.
Exactly.
In order to fight Victor, like, if you can just stop the main body for just a moment, that might be enough to win.
Yeah, or even just save somebody in a moment, too. I like that. This damn ED, man. Oh, my God, man.
Baby.
I love this ED.
Have you listened to the full version yet?
You know what's funny? I don't think I have. That's crazy. That's crazy that I haven't. It's amazing. And I love this song.
It's just more of the same.
I just be silent when I watch this ED, man.
Gotta experience
I be forgetting I'm recording. I'm just sitting there like, okay, now I'm not gonna look at the screen because you already know what they're about to do.
I know. I'm ready to pause. Nope, no preview for you.
I'm just gonna listen to them. Oh, yep, understand, yep. I need a necktie to hear what they're saying because I'm not reading the subs, you know. I need a necktie. Oh, okay. I heard the title of the next episode. Okay, I heard the name.
Why don't you just exit out of the video? I don't understand.
No, it's fun because I just like hearing the narration and the little music playing. I don't know. It just worked. Just like in the beginning of the episodes of the narration, I gotta hear it. But I mean, it's not like a spoiler. Yeah. But yeah, that was cool. So we learned even more in this episode too. We've been learning a lot in every episode.
Yeah.
But like more and more. Shit. I mean, so we learned the kid's negating ability is Unmove.
Mm-hmm.
I am moved by by the ability. I like it. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Like that's it makes sense. Fuko. Shout out to Fuko. She's real, man. She's
doing
real.
her thing.
Yep. I always like that with characters, especially characters like that who typically don't have a like obviously in a world like this they are very just normal human. I mean, of course her power is literally absurd, but you know what I mean, like in terms of a battle series, I always like characters that it's kind of like the Deku situation, jumping in, saving Bakugo. It's that kind of thing, and I always love those kind of heroic moments from like the quote unquote underdog characters. So I was moved by that.
My biggest takeaway from this episode is the fact that the powers in this power system are transferable. We don't know the specific way in which that's accomplished, but we do know that it's possible. And that just opens up so many different doors. Let's say, for example, that Juice is running the numbers and she's like, oh, hey, the only way we're going to defeat God this time, because this is my second playthrough, is if we give all the powers to one person. And who better to give to the one person than to Andy, the last undiable character in the game. So, like, right. At the end of the ED, when she's walking away from him, I'm just thinking to myself, like, Vontae brought up in last episode or the episode before, like, what if the Union created Andy? They literally made a save in their video game and then uploaded all these powers to Andy. And I also had, like, a random thought earlier in the season that maybe Victor's power is not necessarily undead, but that he's just utilizing the undead ability of Andy's body in order to fight the Union in that particular scenario. He might have more than one power. We might have power-ups in the future if we can't defeat maybe, say, the 100th penalty or the 101st penalty with Ragnarok and New Game Plus. Like, there's so much here that we can speculate upon from the video game aspect of what they introduced in this particular episode.
Yeah. It's, and the thing is, it's kind of strange for me, though, because even though you say that, like, just when we seen him fighting, he literally used all of Andy's abilities.
Oh, I know.
Too. So, as if he, like, knows, like, that's his own power. Yep. So, it's tricky. His situation is really tricky. It's really tricky. Like, and I can't wait until, it's a lot of things to it.
Sorry to cut you off. One thing I did want to mention is that Victor, when he was talking to Fuko, he specifically said volcanoes and lightning strikes and meteors, and he said pathetic. Ain't shit. Yeah, he said ain't shit. What that implies is that not that he and Andy had a conversation, but that he is aware of everything that Andy sees. Mm-hmm. Because he would not have known that if he was not in third-person mode watching Andy do all these things.
And vice versa, because Andy I think the last episode, he's like, "Come on, Fuko, I need the rain of meteors. Come on, give me the meteor shower now." He was jealous. So that's funny. I wonder. I can't wait, because obviously in every series when stuff like this happens, we got to see the innate domain, no pun intended, between the two. I want to see them interact inside their mind, soul, something like that. Because and that's the thing that I think this does really well, because we've seen other series where there's like some kind of demon or some kind of thing inside of the person, of the vessel. But typically, the thing inside is not always as fascinating as the person, in my opinion, or at least,
I think their dynamic is the most interesting part.
Yes, I say they're evenly like Andy is just as much mysterious as Victor is, and vice versa. And I don't think I've ever seen that in a series. Like, usually you know about the person, the vessel, more about them, obviously, and then you learn about what's inside them casually throughout the series, but you never get both, where it's like, what's up? Like, Victor is somebody that came up out of nowhere, and we know absolutely nothing, but you could arguably say that we know less about Andy in a way. Like, Victor, you can kind of get, okay, he's some crazy warrior god that used to just kick everybody ass. That's mostly what he is from what we know. Of course, there's probably going to be more things to that, but like, Andy is honestly even more mysterious because of the timeline of when this shift happened between him and Victor, the body, the experiments that was done on him, like what happened before, how many experiments did he even have in general, based off of what we know of. Like, Nico pretty much said, like, oh, I've done work on his body, so we don't even know, like, if it was like how many times the body has been experimented on. Maybe it is like a body that's very old and it is Victor, and it ends up changing over time to different people or something. I don't know. There's so much about it that I know I'm rambling, but I just had to get that out because that was a thought that just came up in my head about those characters specifically. So yeah.
No, it's funny you say that because I actually read the first volume of the series since the last time that we recorded an anime episode reaction. And one thing that I noticed, I don't know if they've done it as much in the anime as they did in the manga, but Andy keeps saying, like, was that? So, like, I can think, even though he has a lot of regenerative abilities, that, like, his hearing actually might be starting to go. So that might be the first kind of, like, implication that he's actually a lot older than he seems to be. So if you have there's, like, this biological, I don't know if it's like a confirmation because we've never had evidence to the contrary, but I remember this statement that human beings with our current DNA structure and biological essence, that we can only live to like 125, 130 at most. Otherwise, like, I think it's our telomeres, they just degrade so much over time that human beings literally cannot survive past that age. And that's why you always see people like, oh, maybe 118, 120. But I don't think they've ever made it up to like 130, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to do some research afterwards. But anyways, so like him starting to have these like, oh, he has gray hair. Oh, but then Victor, when he transforms into him, or he takes the controller away from Andy, it then turns to black hair. Like, what's going on there?
100% the body is old. Literally, we do know that for sure. Yeah. So, I think it has. I think Andy's body it's very much so a vessel. Like, he's literally a zombie at this point, and he's old as hell. So
Andy could literally be the card, and this is Victor's body.
I think it is his body. Like, I really think, like, what Andy had said about, like, oh, I don't ever have childhood memories and all this kind of stuff, and like how Victor just is on his own. I truthfully believe that is Victor. Like, he is definitely the OG, and Andy is some kind of experiment. I just wonder how was his consciousness created? I'm assuming he has to do with the card, but damn, that's interesting.
Maybe it's the transference of power. So we were saying in this episode specifically, Unrepair was like, okay, if this kid's not cutting it, we'll just take the power out and move it to someone else. Maybe Andy is literally undead. Like, he is the power that just so happens to have a personality after it's evolved after all these years, and they put it into Victor's body. Because it's the strongest man, but now the strongest man can't die. And then kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, how you need to absolutely watch the full-length version of both the music video for the opening and the ending. Some of the lyrics in there, it just has me on this kind of train of thought of like, okay, who really died or quote-unquote died before death in this world? Was it Victor? Was it Juice's husband? Was it Andy's wife? I don't know the answer to this, but a lot of great speculation.
For sure. And a great-ass discussion, too. This is a really good discussion here, too.
Fun.
It's gonna be when are we back for the next episode?
January 5th or 8th. It's not till like the second week, okay. I don't think.
All right, so around that time for that, and Frieren as well. So stay tuned, guys. You guys know we're here. We're going to be releasing a lot of videos, like I said earlier, a lot of videos from now till January. And then once all the animes and stuff come back in January, we'll be continuing both this and Frieren too. So with that being said, I hope you guys all have a good one. Please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys all in the next video, and peace.